Hi, everybody. It is day 46, and I am fortunate enough to be doing this video late enough to where my wife and my son have awoken. Therefore, coffee is brewed, and I am going to sip some. I usually don't have coffee when I do these videos, so now I'm feeling good. I hope you have some coffee with you, and I'm not making you jealous right now. If I am, I apologize. It's so nice to have a cup of joe. Let's kick into this day, though. Day 46. This is video 46 of beginning a new day. Here we go. This is the beginning of a new day. God has given me this day to use as I will. I can waste it or use it for good. What I do today is important because I am exchanging a day of my life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, leaving in its place something that I've traded for it. I want it to be gain, not loss. Good, not evil. Success, not failure. In order that I shall not regret the price that I have paid for it. And another sip of coffee because it's just nice. Oh, man. Okay, let's kick into this bad boy. I added a new product. The product is ENDEARIng. ENDEARIng on a t-shirt on TrueMyIdentity.com. And we'll talk about that a little bit more later. So I got that done. And then the Facebook ad wrapped up last night. So that was a 36-hour promotion roughly that I ran on Facebook promoting the blog post that I had done on the word loved and what does it mean to be loved. And I wanted to see what kind of traffic I could drive to that blog post. In that blog post, I featured three, in the same vein of loved, products on True My Identity. So I was hoping to kind of indirectly promote the products as well. So I didn't sell any products with the ad. No surprise, honestly. I only spent $47. It wasn't a ton of money. It would have been nice to sell a couple, but the ads are not necessarily driving revenue. They're driving awareness. And I was driving them visitors specifically to a blog post, and I wanted them to just spend some time on my site and read the blog post. It was relevant to Valentine's Day. That was the intent, to try to get some eyeballs on the website. Results that I received. I had 193 new users come to TrueMyIdentity.com. 163 of those new users were from the Facebook ad. Keep in mind that the 4 days prior to this promotion, so that was not even a day and a half promotion. The 4 days prior, I had, I believe, I don't remember the exact number, but I want to say it was like 15 new users total in 4 days. So 15 new users in 4 days versus 193 new users in a day and a half. So a nice uptick of new user eyeballs to TrueMyIdentity.com. The blog post ad was shared a total of 10 times on Facebook. So there were some users that were sharing it with their own social communities, which was nice, which probably helped a few more free viewers come to the website. Then, let's see, what else can I share? It was, of the audience that came to the website, it was 88% women. It was 81% of the age bracket of 35 to 44 years old, which is a complete 180 from the other ads that I had run. The other ads skewed more 18 to 24 years old, and they were product focused. So a lot of products being shared in the ads, whereas this one was a blog post. And the image I showed was a young couple kissing. So I'm surprised that the younger demographic, primarily 25 to 34, didn't click on that more often. So the subject matter had to have been playing a role, is my guess. I'm not quite sure how many 25 to 34-year-olds are in the midst of wanting to read about what it means to be loved. Whereas, because they're still trying to figure it out, right? Crap, we all are. But that 35 to 44-year-old demographic has probably been in a relationship, a serious relationship, more than likely, based on statistics. They're either married or in a relationship. And they've kind of understood what it entails to go through the experiences of the ups and downs of a serious relationship and really trying to get to know yourself and another individual together and how compatible you truly are and how well you can work together. So my assumption is because of that deeper relationship that's probably happening with that demographic, that is why there was such a skew in the article or the blog post resonating with them versus the younger demographics who might not even be in a relationship at this time. So, and I'm getting, that's averages. I mean, I know that there are younger kids that are 18 years old that are probably getting married, and I also know that there are older individuals, 44 years old, who are not married or in a serious relationship. I know that they're out there. But those aren't the individuals I'm talking about because it's not applicable to a loved blog post. So, what else can I tell you? I spent $47. Oh, the average cost for a visitor to land on that blog post was 34 cents. 34? It's either 34 or 37. I don't remember. I think it was 34. So, I paid 34 cents to have Jim or Sally come read that blog post. And they didn't spend a ton of time on that blog post. The average was from the social media, so from the ad, was 40 seconds. So you can actually cover quite a bit in 40 seconds. It was a 2,000 word blog post, so they may have read a third, a half, depending how quickly they read. There's a lot of content in it, and that was intentional. I kind of wanted to see where people would be spending time reading. And the fortunate thing for me that I haven't had a chance to look at is I'm also using Hotjar. And Hotjar is recording those visits for me. And they're telling me, or they're showing me how people are interacting with the content. So I'm going to see where those visitors actually stopped to read and what was most important for them. So that is going to be some helpful insight. I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet, but I'll share that at some point. So that was the ad in a nutshell. A lot of traffic, no sales. Traffic was okay. They didn't spend a ton of time on the blog post, and they didn't really go to other pages. So I think I'm going to be readjusting my initial ad strategy that I had put into play for 2020. I have a total budget of $600 that I was planning on spending on ads this year, and I was hoping that revenue would help with most of that. So January did put some additional revenue in, so that helped. I have not had a sale since late January, though. So this is where the rubber starts to hit the road, right? Because the first month of January, I was spreading the word with my network and getting the feelers out with people that knew me well and that I knew well, and they were helping me along, and they were contributing to helping me ramp up. So now they've kind of done their turn. They've done their role, and they may come back around sometime later, but they've contributed to the extent that they probably will. So I need to find new eyeballs, new customers, new people who are interested in this business and interested in buying these t-shirts and interested in helping others fulfill their potential. So that is going to take some time to grow. And I was hoping to use ad dollars at least for part of the year. especially in the first half of the year while I'm building content. But I think I'm going to change that strategy because it's just not working. It's not. It's driving traffic to the website, which is great. So I think I'm going to transition my strategy more to content and just rely on the slow organic build that content's going to deliver versus spending dollars on ads. Over the long run, meaning in 12 months, I will get more value from that blog post that I built on my own time with no cost than I would have gotten spending, than the $50 I spent on that Facebook ad, $47. If I were to do that 5-6 times with the blog post alone, I probably wouldn't get enough transactions because the ad is just not that effective at driving transactions. And I could keep tinkering with ads and try to figure out what performs better and see what actually could drive purchases. And that could be something that I continue to work on. But that's time allocated that I don't have to something that is ineffectively creating revenue or driving transactions. So I'm going to spend more time, instead of creating ads and buying ads, I'm going to spend more time on building content, meaning I'm going to start doing more videos. I'm going to start doing more blog posts. I'm going to potentially do a podcast. I'm going to start sending out emails. I'm going to have to build my email list. That is a big one, and I don't talk about it enough. I need to start building my email list, and there are strategies that I need to start putting into play to do that. So I am confessing to you that I am changing my strategy, and ads are not going to be one of them in the near future. Now, I may have some opportunities that come up. Mother's Day, for example, is a big one that I'd like to take advantage of, and I may just drop an ad for a few days around that time frame. More so just to give appreciation to moms than anything. But that's for later. I'm not doing ads from here on for a while, and that is because I'm going to focus on building content instead of ads. Okay, moving on. I want to give thanks to my wife. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. I came home. She had dinner made. We had gifts that we exchanged. It was a nice, relaxing evening with her, myself, and Reed. We just enjoyed ourselves, and I just wanted to say thanks to her for just being a kick-ass woman, and I love her, and it was just nice to enjoy the evening together. A nice, relaxing day. A nice, relaxing evening, because it was a busy, crazy week. So it was a nice closure of the week. So thanks, honey. I love you. Word of the day is endearing. Endearing people. And instead of trying to explain what endearing is, or how endearing individuals are, first off, endearing means inspiring love and affection. So that's what an endearing individual does. I'm going to provide 2 examples. My grandmother is 101 years old. Her name is Ruth. She's adorable. She barely stands 5 foot. I don't know if she does stand 5 foot anymore. She's a little peanut. I love her to pieces. She's an amazing woman. She is a ball of energy, and she's still doing more than me at 101. It's insane. I'm going to try to describe what makes her so endearing. She is the queen of hosts. She makes you feel so welcomed whenever you're around her, and it wouldn't even have to be in her own home. She is just a very sweet, engaging, she wants to do whatever is necessary to make you feel comfortable, is probably the best way of explaining that. She's incredibly accommodating. She is, although she's slowing down. She's 101. Hello. But she's still cooking meals for holidays. She's still working in her garden and taking care of her plants and doing her crossword puzzles and writing poetry and I mean, she's amazing. And listening to her speak about the old times and stories and things that she's done and things that she believes, and um, it's amazing to hear some of her stories. And she is, I mean, she's tough. Don't get me wrong, she's tough, but she is so loving. Um, but she doesn't put up with any garbage, that's for sure. And I think the respect is part of that as well, um, because that's where the love and admiration and affection come into play. There's mutual respect, I guess. So she is one that she'll ask you how you're doing. She'll ask you if everything's okay. She'll ask if she always wants to make sure you're okay and that everything is going well. And if there's anything she can do to help, she's more than willing to offer that. And I think that is what describes an endearing individual. And she's always quick to offer an encouraging word, help support you whenever you need it, I guess. I mean, shoot, she sews blankets. She hems blankets for the church, the local church. Hundreds of blankets for the local church for kids who need them, just to stay warm. And she's been doing that for years. I don't know if she does it much anymore, but she's done that for years. She jars jelly. She does. I mean, she's amazing, and she gives it all away. She gives it to people. So she's got a warm heart, and she's one of the better ones. Yep. I also wanted to talk about a coworker of mine. His name is Cy. And every year at Homes for Heroes, this is my 9 to 5 job. At least the time that I've been there. Yeah, I think every year. We have, as a company, asked everybody to choose a word to focus on for the year. And we do that at the beginning of the year. We just did that. And actually, that was why the big purchase of t-shirts came through True Identity, is the owners wanted those words given to everybody on a t-shirt. So I did that. So anyway, every year we choose a word. And more often than not, each individual changes that word. This individual, Cy, coworker of mine in IT, pretty quiet, soft-spoken gentleman, always willing to throw a smile and a laugh out there. He is a bright guy, and he is always willing to speak about his faith. But the word he chose or chooses, actually I think he's chosen it like the last 3 for sure years in a row, because it's his sole focus and he focuses on it all the time, is love. He chooses that word every year, and he speaks about his faith, and he speaks about how that is the most amazing, connecting, rewarding thing between people and between their faith, is the word love. So he focuses on that every year, and he talks about it. And I mean, we crack about it at work. We don't want to be the one person that follows Cy after he tells us what his word is, because it's emotional, and 9 times out of 10 there's people crying. And I mean, he's that endearing about his faith and the love that he has for others. So I wanted to give him props on that, because that is a representation of love as well. So my grandmother and Cy, 2 great examples of endearing people. And if you're an endearing individual who inspires love and affection, stop by trueidentity.com, grab that t-shirt and wear it proudly. You're the good ones. You're some of the angels on earth that are spreading that stuff. So you're the stewards, the coaches. Wear that proudly. I'm Luke with trueidentity.com. I had my coffee today, and I hope you're enjoying yours. Stop by trueidentity.com. Check out that blog post I keep talking about. Maybe grab a t-shirt. For sure, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell. Make sure you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Outside of that, have a wonderful day, and we will talk again soon. Bye now.